in Salem, and the way they got there, Sam Antonacci reached on an error by the first baseman Feliz. Alec Makarevich hit his 5th home run of the season to put the Dash ahead.
In an 0-1 hole of an at-bat he wasn't even a part of.
It's a game of adjustment, and so we adjust. The 1-2 pitch from Diaz coming home. Strike 3 called. Got him out of there. 2 gone in the second. Dash lead 2-1. Ryan Burroughs was placed on the Dash roster a few weeks ago. There's been so much movement in this system. It's been so hard to keep track of. 4 movements today, by the way, as Gerald Perez takes the plate on the right side. Right-hander Joseph Yabor back from Single-A Kannapolis. Jacob Burke, who some might remember, is back down from Double-A Birmingham. No, Dean, rather, not Diaz. First pitch to Perez is skied to shallow right field. Rodriguez jogs in from right, shielding the sun and making a catch for out number 3. After 2.5, Winston-Salem leads 2-1. We go to the bottom of the third. Greenville up to bat next.
Do you know why a lot of people have a water dispenser at their home or business? So they can get clean, pure, great-tasting water at the touch of a button. And now, the Winston-Salem Dash and Primo Water have teamed up to give you a chance to try a Primo Water dispenser in your home or business. At every Dash home game this season, Primo will select 5 lucky fans to receive a free 60-day trial of Primo's home or business water delivery service. That's 60 days of the highest quality water delivered to your home or business, and the use of an Energy star-rated bottom-loading Primo dispenser for free. And there's more than one way to win a 60-day trial of Primo Water Service. Go online to ws-.com to enter for your chance to win. Don't miss out on your chance to have clean, great-tasting water delivered to your front door. Come out to every Dash home game and go online to ws-.com for your chance to win. For new customers only.
Hey fans, catch the excitement of minor league baseball with the Bally Sports Live app. Watch your favorite team or scout the top prospects. Every game live all season long.
Strike 3! You're out!
Plus, stream the Savannah Bananas and emerging fight sports to keep the action going. Best of all, it's totally free. No credit card required. Download the Bally Sports Live app today on your phone or connected device.
Back inside Truist Stadium, we head to the bottom of the third inning. Dash in front 2-1 against Greenville Drive. Frankeli Arias, left-hander, continues his start in this game. Here's Franklin Arias on the right side. Swings and lines one into left center. It's down, a base hit. Leads off the bottom of the third for the Greenville Drive, who put up their first run of the game all the way back on Sunday, July 13th in the first inning on an RBI single that Franklin Arias actually scored on. Arias represents the tying run now. Juan Montero takes over as the DH against in place of Miguel Blaze against Frankeli Arias, who so far has logged 2 innings, 1 earned run on 4 hits. Now 5 hits. First pitch. The right-hander takes a fastball down the middle for a called strike. Runner at first, nobody out. 2-1 Winston-Salem. Bottom of the third inning. Frankeli Arias with a 3.88 ERA this season. A 1 misses a little outside, 1-1. A righty-lefty matchup. Montero batting from the right side. The 1-1. Swung on line toward right center. It is down in front of a running Jacob Burke, who picks it up, throws it to third. Arias slides there safely. Here's a throwback to second, and they got the runner Montero as he tries to stretch a single into a double. 1 away and a runner at third. That's the tying run for the Greenville Drive. 2-1 Winston-Salem in the bottom of the third inning.
How about that heads-up defense? You can't get the out at third, but throw back door and get him at second.
A single turned 8-4 off the bat of Montero, pushes Arias to third base. Nellie Taylor will be the batter, left-handed center fielder. 0 for 1 in this game. A pop out to the catcher, Juan Gonzalez. First pitch from Arias. Left-hander loops him a curveball high and away, ball 1. Ellie Taylor, an 11th round draft pick by the Red Sox back in 2023 out of Polk State Junior College. That's in Florida. 1-0. Breaking ball, misses down and in. 2 balls, no strikes. Ellie Taylor this season batting .233, 371 on base, .382 slugging, 61 hits during the 2025 season. The 2-0. Checks his swing on a called strike outside half. 2-1. Pedro Torres behind the plate tonight, by the way. John Reed is in the field. Set up towards second on the infield grass behind the mound. Left-hander Taylor waits. The southpaw Arias deals. Here's a swing and a high fly ball to straightaway center. Jacob Burke charges in. Makes a catch in shallow center and guns it to the plate, holding the runner Arias at third base. 2 gone in the third. A bit of luck there on that high, towering fly ball that was not nearly deep enough to give Arias any comfortability at all to head for the plate. A great throw by Burke to boot.
Yeah, he had so much hang time on that he could really position himself behind the ball and made a heck of a throw to the plate. Smart decision not to test him.
Here is Johan Fran Garcia, 0 for 1 in this game with a strikeout in the first. Another right-handed batter against the left-hander Arias, who sets, kicks, and delivers. Swing and a deep drive toward left. Logan moves back near the corner. He looks up, and it is gone. A home run. Johan Fran Garcia with his 4th home run of the year. It's a 2-run blast that gives Greenville a 3-2 lead in the bottom of the 3rd inning. That one was torched, 100 miles an hour off his bat, a lot of hang time. And it was just to the right of the foul pole down the left field line. So Garcia gives Greenville a 3-2 lead. As Yoferi Rodriguez swings at the first pitch from the left side and flies it foul down the third base line. Alek Makarevich makes a catch, and that ends the inning. One swing of the bat gives Greenville a 3-2 lead. Johan Fran Garcia with his 4th home run of the year. After 3, Winston-Salem trails Greenville 3-2. We'll throw it to Max on the other side of this break.
This summer, we're going from minor league baseball to major fun. Whether you're just stopping by or looking for that Grand Slam getaway, Wyndham rewards everyone. Start earning points on your next qualified by Wyndham hotel stay and redeem them for minor league baseball tickets and experiences all summer long. Not a Wyndham Rewards member? Join for free at WyndhamRewards.com. Restrictions apply. Visit WyndhamRewards.com for more details.
Flow Automotive is your source for a great selection of new and pre-owned vehicles in Winston-Salem and the Triad region. With over 50 years serving you, Flow knows cars and service, and we have great prices on great cars. Visit us at flowauto.com to view our inventory, make your next service appointment, and find us on Facebook. Flowauto.com, your source for great prices on great cars.
Hey, what are we doing after the game? How about some beers?
I want a cocktail.
Hey, I'm driving. I was thinking coffee.
Too bad we can't find all those in one place.
Yeah.
Guys, haven't you been downtown lately? There is a place you can find great coffee and great craft beer and cocktails. Footnote Cafe is right next to Foothills Pub on 4th Street. They roast their own coffee, have killer cocktail and wine lists, and feature...
Wait, don't tell me. Plenty of delicious Foothills beer.
You got it. All that in a really cool space. Let's go check it out.
Let's go!
Footnote Coffee and Cocktails, open Monday to Saturday, 7 a.m. to 11 p.m.
Welcome back inside Truist Stadium. Winston-Salem and Greenville. The Drive take the lead on a 2-run blast in the bottom of the 3rd. Weird to say bottom of the 3rd when you're referring to a team inside this ballpark, but that's what we have in a game we are resuming from July 13th. Lefty-lefty matchup to get us going here in the top of the 4th. Sammy Zavala for the dash to get us going as Dean winds and fires. Strike called at the top of the zone. 92-mile-an-hour fastball from the left-handed hurler. It's 0-1. Dean peers over the black leather glove and goes into that long windup. The 0-1. This one a slider. Misses upstairs, though. It's an even count now to Sammy Zavala, who's already 0 for 1 in this game. He struck out looking back in the top side of the first earlier this month in Greenville, South Carolina.
I still can't get over how weird that sounds.
It's so weird. 1-1 is taken just inside for a ball.
This does not happen often.
No, it doesn't.
I mean, it's one thing to have a game rained out on a Sunday before anything even starts, and then you make it up when the two teams meet again later on.
2-1. Fouled back 2-2.
But to have it rained out in just the beginning of the third inning with a live count, too.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah.
I mean, Ryan Burroughs in the hole, and I mean, it wasn't even his at-bat to begin with.
Just something new every day. 2-2 to Sammy Z. Good take by him. He leaves it alone. And the count's worked its way full to the leadoff man here in the top of the fourth inning. Greenville in front of the dash, 3-2.
It's like when a real estate developer starts a project, and then we don't have as much funding as we thought we did, and so it's done for a couple of years, maybe a decade even.
3-2, taken for a ball. Sammy Zavala draws the walk.
And then some angel investor appears from above, gives them the funds they need, and everybody goes, all right, well, time to pick up where we left off. Oh, wait a second. A lot has changed.
Dash have 4 new players in the lineup. Greenville has 1. This guy, Alec Makarevich, is nowhere near new to this lineup. He has been tearing it up as of late. Already a homer in this one. First pitch to him. Hefty hack at a 94-mile-an-hour fastball, 0-1. How about Alec Makarevich this month? He has certainly turned it on. Third in the South Atlantic in average at 323. Tied for second in hits at 20 of them. Switch-hitting third baseman has been punishing the baseball, 0-1 to him. Leaves it alone, a 94-mile-an-hour fastball outside, 1-1.
He's been getting more everyday reps. I mean, pretty consistent everyday reps throughout the course of the season. He's also been showing a little bit of positional versatility. Right now he's at third base. Originally started this game at first.
A ball and a strike. Here it comes. Changeup clips the top half of the zone. Called strike 2. Runner on first, Sammy Zavala. A 3-2 game here in the top of the fourth inning. Greenville in front of the dash. Makarevich will burn his timeout. As the switch-hitting third baseman from the right side, lefty-righty matchup will stand back in. Gives the heart of home plate a tap, and the bat comes back over his back shoulder. The ball and 2 strikes. As Dean, a deep breath outward, and pitch. Poked back up the middle. It's trouble. It's into the glove of the second baseman behind second base. Tries to go to a last-ditch effort, falling away, but it's not nearly in time. Makarevich will be aboard for a second time in this ballgame with a single here in the top half of the fourth. Dasher chasing a run.
That's a tough one to grab for Reamer. His momentum is taking him so forcefully toward that left center field gap on the shallow grass of the outfield, and so it's going to be tough to really turn that around and make a clean throw to second, let alone first. You don't want to try and do anything fancy, though, and try and turn 2. Make things any more complicated than they already were.
And with a guy like Sammy Zavala flying to second base, that play is almost impossible as is. Runners on first and second. First pitch to Jacob Burke is in the dirt, and it skips just far away from Garcia. It actually hit him. Was about to say that it allowed the 2 runners to swipe an additional 90 feet, but that caught Jacob Burke, one of the newest Winston-Salem Dash members, and he'll be aboard. The bags are full here in the top half of the fourth.
Yeah, that's a gift right there. Bases loaded, nobody out. Winston-Salem has to push a few across here.
They've got the right guy up. Wilbur Sanchez has been swinging a hot bat. clutch base knock in the last game this team played before Sunday's game in Aberdeen got canceled as the pitcher steps off the mound. Sanchez homered back on 7/26, July 26th. And he comes up here with the bags full. First pitch. Taken for a ball inside. Sanchez in his last game, 2 for 3 with that homer. Pair of RBIs, scored twice. One ball, no strikes to him. Here it comes. This one gets away from Garcia all the way to the backstop. Sammy Zavala will touch home plate without the slide, and the Dash have knotted things in the top of the fourth.
So the key here now is just to not settle, right? You've already been gifted that tying run, still nobody out. You've got to get these other guys in scoring position across.
Still nobody out either. And with a pair in scoring position, Wilbur Sanchez is licking his chops right now. Already a run scored in the inning. 3-3 game, top of the fourth. The 1-1. Taken upstairs for a ball. 2-1. Noah Dean, the Hackensack, New Jersey native. 24 years old as of this March. 2-1. Is upstairs again for a ball, and that's ball 4. I beg your pardon. So the bags are loaded yet again. And that will bring out pitching coach for Greenville. That'll be a meeting on the mound. There's light stretching going on down the way and left. But no throwing just yet, and Greenville is certainly not out of the woods here in their second inning of defensive work in game 1 of 2. Bases still loaded. Juan Gonzalez, a guy who came down from Birmingham, spent a couple of days with Winston-Salem earlier this year, and now he's back for what seems to be a little bit longer of a time. He was 0 for 2 in his last game to round out the season at Aberdeen. Just a guy who brings a wealth of knowledge to the table. He's made it as high as the AAA level, both with Buffalo as well as Charlotte. And he comes up here with the bags full. First pitch to him. Sails by for a ball, 1-0. Wilbur Sanchez is over at first. Jacob Burke is over at second base. He reached on a hit by pitch. And the only hit of the inning is Alec Makarevich. He's at first base. He's at third base, excuse me. Bags full, 1-0 pitch. That one clips the inner portion of the zone for a strike. The 85-mile-an-hour changeup. 1-1. Lefty-righty matchup. Tie ball game, top of the fourth. The 1-1. On the ground, left side. Glove by the third baseman who steps on first across the diamond to Feliz. In time there for the out. The run does score. Alec Makarevich gets the job done. They try and go back door to catch a sleeping Jacob Burke, but he is back in just the nick of time. Run would have still counted. The Dash take the lead. It's 4-3, top of the fourth, and there's still runners in scoring position with 2 gone.
How about that for a would have been quasi triple play? That was almost too close for comfort.
And you know what? Because Burke was out on the touch at third base, it was Greenville who really lost track of the base runners. So there's only a runner on second base. The double play goes 5-3. And for a moment, Greenville can catch their breath.
Yeah. So can we.
No kidding. 5-3 double play to retire 2. A runner on second in a 4-3 game, dash in front, top of the 4th. Lyle Miller Green stands in. First pitch to the tall righty. Smoked back up the middle. On a knee, the second baseman, Reamer, gloves and fires to first to retire the side. Dash get 2. They strand a runner in between second and third. We'll see in the bottom of the 4th.
To today's game. WPTF is a proud sponsor of today's game. WPTF provides news, talk, traffic, and weather 24 hours a day, every day. With award-winning news and great programming, like our Weekend Gardener show, Saturdays from 8 to 11. You get all the information you need from the station trusted for 100 years. Tune in at AM 980 and WPTF.com. Download the WPTF News and Traffic app and listen to our shows wherever you find your favorite podcast.
When you feel good, life is good. It's more joyful, meaningful, and fulfilling. And when you choose Atrium Health, you're choosing an unrivaled partner to help you be at your best, to get the most from every day. We're the region's most trusted healthcare partner because we treat people and not just problems. The best care for a more full life. Atrium Health Wake Forest Baptist, the official healthcare provider of the Winston-Salem Dash.
Black isn't just a color. It's the presence of infinite possibilities. It's the moment before everything changes. An invitation to something unforgettable.
I won!
Win up to $4 million with Carolina Black Premier from the North Carolina Education Lottery. Must be 18 to play. Approximate overall odds of winning are 1 in 4.18. Problem gambling helpline 877-718-5543.
Back inside Truist Stadium, the Dash get a pair of runs in the top side of the 4th to take a 4-3 lead into the bottom half of the 4th. Game 1 of what is 2 this afternoon from inside Truist. We pick up where we left off on July 13th as Arias delivers a called strike 1 in there to Encarnacion. These two teams were in the midst of a battle on July 13th. It got suspended, and we pick it up here. The 0-1 to Encarnacion is in there for another strike, and Arias working quickly. Another fastball pumped down the middle. 0-2. Fraile Encarnacion is 0 for 1. Again, you got to go back to the matchup in Greenville to get his earlier at-bat in this one. But he faces an 0-2. He pokes it on the ground. Makarevich with the hot hands at the hot corner. Flips it over to first in plenty of time for the out.
103 off his bat, and Makarevich actually handled it pretty well. Landed in a tough spot, creating an even tougher hop. But Makarevich was able to settle himself, corral the ball, and make a good throw to first.
How about trusting your assignment as well? Makarevich is 10, 15 steps away from the third base line, and he was positioned perfectly. So with one gone, Will Turner checks in from the left side. The all-natural finish bat. First pitch. Leaves a slider alone way outside, ball 1.
With all the data available nowadays on, just where hitters place the ball most of the time, defensive positioning is essential to gain a competitive edge.
You can study those spray charts all you want.
Yeah.
It's paying off. A ball, no strikes to Will Turner. Here it comes. There's that breaking ball. Loops its way back in the zone for a strike, 1-1. Arias is coming off of a no decision where he went 4 innings against Aberdeen. The lefties 1-1. Big swing and a foul ball, 1-2. He went 4 innings, gave up 4 hits, a lone run, did not strike out a single batter, and walked 3. He picks up where he actually left off, so this is a cumulative 3 1/3, 1-2. High and tight, ball 2. That seems to be the story for Frankeli Arias, at least in this month of July. 13 2/3 innings, a lot of hits, not a lot of runs. 2-2. Another foul ball. In 13 2/3 innings this month, and again, this game does fall in the month of July. 14 hits, 7 runs, but only 5 of them earned. 5 walks to 5 strikeouts. Chance to get another K here. The 2-2 to Turner. Excuse me, swing foul and a good fight by the lefty batter. We'll do it again.
That was a nice little play out there by one of the Penn Arms for Greenville.
And he gets it over the...
Caught that one on his foot, flipped it back up, and caught it with his right hand.
Only the most trusted down the way. 2-2. Just below the knees. That was a nifty-looking curveball that just fell off the table, but Arias left it a little bit too far down low. Counts run full. How about the fight from the left fielder? Good battle brewing. The 3-2. Breaking ball buckles him this time. What a pitch from Arias as he locates the strike zone for out number 2.
Next up for the second baseman, number 6, Justin Reamer.
Now Arias is really in the driver's seat right now. Yeah, he had the pitch count run up on him a little bit, but ultimately it came down to that just pristine location on that breaking ball, a little low and outside. Great pitch for his first strikeout of the game, second strikeout of the game.
First pitch to Reamer is a called strike. Goes to the off-speed pitch and gets ahead 0-1.
His first strikeout of the day. His first one of the game was all the way back on July 13th.
That won't get old. It
No,
really
it won't.
won't. And for him, it probably feels like his first strikeout of the game. A ball and a strike to Justin Reamer, the second baseman. 1-1. 92-mile-an-hour fastball left alone upstairs. Ball 2. But how about that from Arias? He comes out of the pen, and it must feel like a quasi-start a little bit because you go back out there on all that rest.
Sure.
Gives up the home run and comes right back and trusts his stuff in the next inning. Really impressive. 2-1 will become 3-1. Breaking ball misses down low. Hitters count to the 8-hole hitter Justin Reamer in a 4-3 game led by the dash.
Looking like a pretty decent zone being called today, too, by Pedro Torres.
Very consistent so far. 3 balls and a strike, the lefty in the windup. Leaves it alone upstairs, a 92-mile-an-hour fastball. Greenville has their first base runner since the long ball in the form of Justin Reamer. 4-3 our score, bottom of the 4th inning. Dash and Greenville. Bottom of the order now, Albert Feliz stands in. Takes a first pitch changeup on the inner half. Just backs him off the plate, though, for a ball, 1-0. Feliz also 0 for 1 in this ball game, cumulatively, of course. Ahead in the count here, a ball and no strikes. Lefty-righty matchup and the pitch. Hefty swing and a miss, another changeup. Once again, trusting his stuff is Frankeli Arias. Comes right back with a swinging strike, 1-1. Runner on first, it's Reamer. In the batter's box, it's Feliz. 1-1. Big swing and a miss. 90-mile-an-hour fastball. Arias back in the driver's seat, a ball and 2 strikes.
That's a tempting one to swing at, 2 up and in, but just a little too up and in for comfort.
I'd love to see him go to that breaking ball. Started in that same spot as the fastball just now and have it fall right off the table. Get a big-time fastball swinger in Feliz to swing right over the top.
I think there's a good chance we see that.
A ball, 2 strikes. Lefty looks over at first and delivers. Swing and a miss. He got him. It's the changeup that time, and Arias gets another strikeout. His second of the inning, his third of the day, or his third of the ball game. However you want to ring it up, the Dash will take the 4-3 lead to the 5th. We'll see you there.
Do you know why a lot of people have a water dispenser at their home or business? So they can get clean, pure, great-tasting water at the touch of a button. And now, the Winston Salem Dash and Primo Water have teamed up to give you a chance to try a Primo water dispenser in your home or business. At every Dash home game this season, Primo will select 5 lucky fans to receive a free 60-day trial of Primo's home or business water delivery service. That's 60 days of the highest quality water delivered to your home or business, and the use of an Energy star-rated bottom-loading Primo dispenser for free. And there's more than one way to win a 60-day trial of Primo water service. Go online to ws-dash.com to enter for your chance to win. Don't miss out on your chance to have clean, great-tasting water delivered to your front door. Come out to every Dash home game and go online to ws-dash.com for your chance to win. For new customers only.
Shooting drills.
A coach who knows the game can teach their team how to improve, but one who genuinely cares about each player
You have what it takes. We got this.
can inspire them to win. At Truist, we believe the same is true for banking. Because when you work with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Start feeling unstoppable. Visit truist.com/care. Truist Bank, member FDIC, leading based on top 10 U.S. commercial bank.
Winston-Salem in front of Greenville as we head to the top side of the 5th inning. Dash are playing as the road team as we continue the game that was suspended on July 13th. Right after this one finishes, about 30 minutes after we conclude the series from earlier this month, these two teams will start up another series where the Dash will be the home team right here in Truist Stadium. Drake Logan stands in, the 9-hole hitter, and a new man in the lineup to seed Dean. The first pitch. Hefty swing and a miss. He falls behind 0-1. Tell you what, Noah Dean's got to be counting his lucky stars a little bit after a strugglesome 4th inning. Got out of it only allowing a pair. No balls and a strike to Logan. The pitch. Changeup at 82 miles an hour had him way out in front of it. 0-2. But Dean allowed the first 4 batters of the 4th inning to get aboard. Yes, that includes a run that was drawn in via a walk. And he was only able to surrender a pair. Now has Logan on the ropes. The lefty into the long old school wind. Here it comes. Good take by Logan. A low changeup. Logan, the leadoff man here in the top of the 5th. Dash in front by a run. The 1-2 in the dirt. And no, that got him again. An inside fastball that must have just skipped right off of his toe as it kicked away from Garcia, and another hit batter, the second in 2 innings.
That's another gift, and the Dash really need to work toward capitalizing on this edge that Dean has given them in this shaky performance so far.
4 free passes to go along with the last 3 outs for Dean. Runner goes, pitches high for a ball. Logan is in there in plenty of time. Drake Logan, he's got wings out there. He was into second base by the time the ball met the glove of Reamer. That's certainly refreshing to see. Winston-Salem missed Drake Logan. He was on the injured list since April 18th before coming back earlier this month. 1 ball, no strikes to Ryan Burrows is a ball inside 2-0.
That's a long time to be gone, and so Logan's unfortunately missed a lot of opportunities to be a high-impact player. But now that he's healthy, Winston-Salem finally starting to see the results of what he can do.
2-0 to Burrows. Inside, ball 3. Day and night with a base runner aboard when Noah Dean's on the bump. Came in, struck out Burrows in his first batter of the ball game. Then got Perez to fly out to right. But ever since, with the runner on, he's looked shaky. 3-0 to Burrows. Taken top of the zone for a strike. Ryan Burrows was 1 for 4 in his last game against Aberdeen. He scored a run but struck out twice. Boasts a .222 batting average. Hitters favorable, 3-1. Takes it inside, a confident take at that. He was out of the batter's box before it was a strike or a ball. In the end, it's a ball, and it's a second free pass of the inning.
Hitter number 7, Gerald Perez.
Still no action down the way and left the Greenville bullpen. You know what would have really threw us off if they had it switched the dugouts? They had Greenville down first base.
Yeah, that'd be a little weird.
First pitch to Perez. Taken for a strike. Middle changeup. Perez was taken all day.
I mean, you might as well fully commit to the bit, but one thing that would have been really hard was to move the Dash clubhouse to the third base side.
You know, that would be a little difficult. That'll throw a wrench in things for sure. Joral Perez, behind in the count, 0-1. Hefty lead at second for Logan, but the pitch to the plate. Looked like he half went around on another changeup. Looked like it just buckled Joral Perez, a very fastball-heavy hitter. Wasn't expecting the off-speed. 0-2 to the powerful two-hole hitter for Pat Leland in this afternoon's lineup. To aboard a one-run game, the 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball swung through. He's down on strikes.
Next up for the Dash, right fielder number 2, Samuel Zavala.
Tough at bat for Joral Perez. Took a very patient take on the first pitch of the at-bat, then was fooled by a second off-speed and then another breaking ball. And he just could not come up with. So with one gone, it's Sammy Z, Samuel Zavala, with a pair of runners on the base paths. Logan, a lead at second. At first, it's Burrows. The pitch to the lefty. Showed bunt, pulls it back. Sails by off the plate, 1-0. Lefty-lefty matchup. One ball, no strikes. One gone in the top of the fifth inning. Dash in front by a run. Logan breaks for third. Zavala just stands there. Throw to third is low. Logan's there, no problem. And a second stolen bag for a guy who's just back. It's really good to see those legs working in the chaos. Burrows swipes second. Pitch was a called strike to Sammy Z. 1-1 count, here it comes. Over the head of Garcia, it kicks away. Logan with no problem will tap home plate, and he's in there. Burrows scoots over to third, and this has been the free pass central for Noah Dean. A walk, a hit by pitch, a wild pitch, and a pair of stolen bases, and that's the fifth run of the game for Winston-Salem.
Again, Winston-Salem just hanging in there, exhibiting plenty of patience. It's given them quite an edge here into this fifth inning.
2-1. Taken for a called strike, 2-2. How about that combo of base runners if they all got on at once? Logan with the speed. Burrows has a lot of speed over at third, and we've seen Sammy Zavala fly in the outfield as well as on the bases. 2-2 to him. Leaves it alone. A good take on a slider way upstairs. 3-2. A walk and a run scored for the Dash outfielder so far today. He is 0 for 1 in the game. 3-2. Puts a swing on it, but fouls it straight back over the netting and over everybody's heads. We'll do it again. Three balls, two strikes. Still just one gone here in the top of the fifth. Infield's in with the runner at third. Payoff pitch. Change up outside, and Sammy Zavala is aboard for a second time today. A second free pass. And there are runners at the corner, still only one out.
Third baseman number 29, Alex Makarevich.
In his last 10 batters, it has been 4 walks, 2 hit by pitches, a single, and a wild pitch.
Yeah, he's really struggling out there, but Greenville's got to be careful to not burn through too many pitchers when they've got 7 innings left of this game to play and then another 7 in the opening of this week's series.
A check over at Zavala at first. Burrows doesn't go anywhere at third, and the runners stay put.
Of course, that game 40 minutes after the conclusion of this one.
And we mentioned it in the pregame, but Dasher's still playing for a lot. Only 5 games out of the second half leader, Bowling Green and Hub City right now. First pitch to Makarevich. Boy, oh boy, he was trying to send that one out of the stadium. 93-mile-an-hour fastball blown by the tall righty. 0-1. Pair of hits for Makarevich, just continues a scorcher of a month here in July. 0-1. Fastball taken upstairs, 1-1. You know, it's no wonder why we always get the heat advisory. Alec Makarevich is playing baseball every day. Runners at the corners for AMAC. Already a pair of RBIs in this one today. 5-3 dash lead. 1-1 pitch. Taps this one off of his front foot back to the pitcher's mound, but foul. Count runs 1-2. Dating back to last week, obviously a streak that's no longer intact for AMAC, but he had a 6-game RBI streak. It was the 3rd longest by a player in all of High A, 2nd longest by anyone in the South Atlantic, obviously the longest by anyone wearing a Winston-Salem uniform. He drove in 15 runs over those 6 games. The most by any player in all of High A in a RBI stretch. The 1-2 to him is lifted in the air right side, in foul ground, drifting closer to the line as the first baseman Feliz. He makes the grab, no problem. There's 2 gone.
Now batting the center fielder, number 23, Jacob Burke.
Well, Jacob Burke saw 1 pitch and then he was over to first base. Didn't even get a chance to introduce him to, again, technically not his Truist Stadium debut.
No.
But is welcome to Truist Stadium at least for the 2025 season. 2022 draft pick in the 11th round by Winston-Salem. Has runners at the corners in a 2-run game, top of the 5th inning. Check over at first. It gets away from the first baseman. That allows Burrows to score. Sammy Zavala will trot his way to second. And making do with what is presented to you. It's the story of this afternoon's game for the Dash. They lead it now by 3. 6-3 our score.
And that just continues the bleeding for Noah Dean. You never want an E1 on the scorecard as a reason to score a run. Oddly enough, that one will go unearned against Dean, which I've always thought is kind of weird.
Pitcher caused the error. First pitch to Burke. Fastball upstairs for a ball.
One of the many quirks of this great game.
Burke was called back up today, or at least brought back to Winston-Salem today, as the 1-0's slapped down the way and right. Over is the right fielder, and just a step in fair territory, Rodriguez leaps and makes a catch. Dash score another 2 runs. We'll go to the halfway house. The Dash in front by 3. 6-3 our score when we see you on the other side.
Flow Automotive is your source for a great selection of new and pre-owned vehicles in Winston-Salem and the Triad region. With over 50 years serving you, Flow knows cars and service, and we have great prices on great cars. Visit us at flowauto.com to view our inventory, make your next service appointment, and find us on Facebook. Flowauto.com, your source for great prices on great cars.
This summer, we're going from minor league baseball to major fun. Whether you're just stopping by or looking for that Grand Slam getaway, Wyndham rewards everyone. Start earning points on your next qualified by Wyndham hotel stay and redeem them for minor league baseball tickets and experiences all summer long. Not a Wyndham Rewards member? Join for free at WyndhamRewards.com. Restrictions apply. Visit WyndhamRewards.com for more details.
Hey, what are we doing after the game? How about some beers?
I want a cocktail.
Hey, I'm driving. I was thinking coffee.
Too bad we can't find all those in one place.
Yeah.
Guys, haven't you been downtown lately? There is a place you can find great coffee and great craft beer and cocktails. Footnote Cafe is right next to Foothills Pub on 4th Street. They roast their own coffee, have killer cocktail and wine lists, and feature...
Wait, don't tell me. Plenty of delicious Foothills beer.
You got it. All that in a really cool space. Let's go check it out.
Let's go!
Footnote Coffee and Cocktails, open Monday to Saturday, 7 a.m. to 11 p.m.
Dash in front of the drive, 6-3 our score, headed to the bottom of the 5th inning. Max Wallace and Andrew Murphy alongside you as Frankeli Arias delivers to Franklin Arias. An Arias matchup. Strike one call to the leadoff man and the shortstop for Greenville. Second pitch on the ground. Makarevich picks it off the dirt, fires it over to first in plenty of time. And for the first time in this ball game, Franklin Arias is retired. This time 5-3.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 45.
Frankeli Arias, the lefty on the hill, has really found his groove. Ever since the home run, he's only allowed a walk. He's struck out 2 batters since then. First pitch to Montero is a ball.
Oftentimes you see guys with the same last name face each other, same first name.
Pitches down low for another ball.